What's going on YouTube? Just picked up a brand new YZ450F. It's a 2020. Just got it yesterday. So far, I've only had a chance to break in the motor. I've roughly got about 40 minutes on it. Manual recommended breaking it in for about, I think it was 40-45 minutes with 3/4 or less throttle, so I didn't want to take it to a track and break it in that way. Tomorrow, hopefully, going to go out to the track. Kind of give you guys I'll take the GoPro with me, that way you guys can see just like a 1-lap video. I'm a 30 vet sea rider, not the most aggressive, 200 pounds. Previous bike I had to this was a 2019 KTM 450 SXF. Great bike. I've only had just a few complaints about it. The one thing I'm really happy to get away from is the air suspension. This obviously has the spring fork on it. The WP air suspension, wasn't a huge fan. I was always tinkering with it. You know, I wasn't the most knowledgeable with fork settings. So, you know, I'd be moving air pressure around. This is going to be nice just to, you know, leave it as is and go. I might move, you know, a few clickers here eventually. Some things for me that are different, you know, obviously your gas tank, you know, it's, you know, your cap up front. It's under this little foam piece. I think your tank sits more under your seat. Here's the air box. It's now up front. This is, to me, I find this extremely convenient. This just pops off and come up. Looks like it should be quite simple changing air filters. The one thing I noticed was, yeah, I checked this filter yesterday, you know, once I got back from breaking it in. This blue you see here is just oil I added to it, to the stock one. And, you know, honestly, I pulled the filter out. I wasn't even sure if there was oil on it. It was very light. You know, I just added just a little bit more till I can get, you know, some aftermarket air filters in. Other than that, one of the changes is, you know, you've got the phone app. You have the Yamaha, if you guys can see this, the Power Tuner app. This is different for me. You know, before on the KTM, you know, you had your switch up here, you know, you had traction control, you had your, you know, map 1, map 2. This for 2020 has the 2 maps here. If you're on map 1, the light is out. If you're on map 2, the light will be on. When you push it, it'll engage it. Anyways, in the app, you can go through, select your bike. Right now I have the TP3 map, that's the Travis Preston map. You actually have to make it yourself. It's not like you download or anything. Here's my settings here. If you want to pause it, you can. Then copy them. I found them actually just by going to Chris Kiefer, Kiefer Testing Inc. He has a podcast, but I think I found it online where they had this Travis Preston map that they preferred. So I made that map too. So tomorrow I'll be able to test it out. So anyways, on here, once you have your map, you just select it, you go here, you hit send map, okay, and you can pick what you want. Do you want it on 1 or 2? Put it to 2, that way when the light's on, I'll know I'm on the Travis Preston one. And then I just kept the stock map as the regular one just to test it out. When you get it, and when the brand new bike, the maps don't change until you go into the app and change it. So you can have the light off, map 1, or light on, which would be map 2. Both are going to be the stock map. They don't actually change until you go into the Power Tuner app and change them yourself. To do that, the first step, you need to remove your side panel right here. There's going to be a little black box. You just unplug the coupler, pull the little black box out. You need to get your serial number on it. From there, you need to go into your Wi-Fi on your phone. And then from it, you have basically 2 minutes from what I read. So you need to push this button. You don't want to start the bike, but just that little bit will activate it. You'll go into your Wi-Fi. I can do it for you. So knock, go in, click on your Wi-Fi, and you gotta wait for it to come up. This GTY tuner. Your password is gonna be the serial number that you find on that little box. So that's why you have to go in there and look. So once you're connected, you have 2 minutes before it turns off. Just go in, then you'll select your map and you'll send it. One other thing I want to mention about this app is, in here we're looking at the mapping. If you click down here, you can click on your maintenance. You can actually see, total run time on the bike. So you have a built-in hour meter in this app. Looks like for maintenance also, you can see engine oil filter, your piston. You can keep track of your maintenance through here. Initially, I thought I was going to buy a Works Connection hour meter, mounted on the frame like usual there. But with this app and that maintenance log, I truly don't see a need for me to get it.
Out there.
converting to KTM, it just pulls way longer.
Thanks for watching my video. Just kind of my initial thoughts on the bike. Really happy with the purchase. Suspension's definitely softer. I like it for, for my skill level. It's not real choppy out here, but I can tell a difference just on like landings and whatnot. The maps, again, I can't tell a huge difference. I just kind of drive around mainly in the stock map. I like it. I can tell it has more hit on the bottom versus the KTM. So I like, just kind of being lazy through corners. I don't have to carry a lot of speed. I can just kind of crack it and, get myself over the jump. But hey, thanks for watching. Take it easy.